Hey everyone, I'm Jay. Have you ever wondered how much an ordinary person in China can actually make in a day driving for Lalamove with their own car? I think a lot of people are curious about the real numbers. I've been unemployed for over a month now and still haven't found the right job. So today, I decided to spend an entire day driving for Lalamove using my own gas-powered car as a real-world test. From morning until night, I'll document everything honestly. How many orders I can take, how much I earn, and after paying for gas and other expenses, how much money is actually left in the end. Come along with me and see whether an ordinary person in China can realistically make a living doing delivery driving like this. It's 9 a.m. now, and the weather is amazing today. I'm getting ready to do the facial recognition check and go online to start taking orders. Whether it's Lalamove, Didi, or pretty much any ride-hailing or delivery platform in China, the regulations are very strict. You have to complete a facial recognition verification yourself before you're allowed to start accepting jobs. I've never done delivery driving before, so today is actually my very first time trying it. Honestly, I was really hoping to get off to a good start. Not long after going online, I grabbed my first order. The payout wasn't very high, and the destination was a pet shop. I headed over to pick it up. Turns out, I was helping a customer transport a little kitten. The little guy was incredibly cute. After taking the required photos of the shipment for the customer, I officially hit the road for my first delivery. There are a lot of cars and pedestrians on these roads, so when you're driving for deliveries, you really have to stay extra careful and focused. Right before I reached the destination, something went wrong. I kept calling the recipient, but nobody answered the phone. Eventually, the sender gave me another contact number. After struggling with it for quite a while, someone finally came to pick up the kitten. Wishing the little guy a safe journey and a happy new home. After taking a short break, I finally got my second order. This one was a shipment of chemical materials. These kinds of special goods usually have dedicated workers for loading and unloading. Before starting this job, I had already spent a lot of time watching trucking vloggers online and learning the basics. I knew that if a driver is asked to help with loading or carrying goods, you can actually negotiate an extra handling fee with the customer. Luckily today, there were people responsible for unloading, and I also stepped in to help out. Since I'm still new to this, I figured being a bit more proactive and hardworking couldn't hurt. I smoothly got my third order, but the payout was even lower this time. One of the most frustrating things about doing delivery work is the inaccurate GPS location on the platform. I had seen other drivers complain about this online before, but experiencing it myself really showed me how annoying it can be. Every time I arrived at the pinned location, I had to keep calling back and forth just to confirm where the actual pickup point was, which wasted a lot of time. After all the communication, I finally found out the real pickup spot was inside a metal gate across the road. It took quite a while to sort everything out before I could finally load the goods and set off. This order honestly felt like a loss. I ended up taking a detour and circling around twice, and it took a full 20 minutes of driving. I had to go back and forth with the customer for quite a while before I finally found the pickup point hidden in a narrow alley. To be honest, as a beginner like me, with not great driving skills and no real familiarity with the roads, this kind of delivery work really isn't easy at all. Before I knew it, it was already past 12 noon. I hadn't had breakfast, and I was starving by then. I casually found a small local eatery and ordered a braised tofu set meal. The portion was quite generous, and you could even get free refills on rice. Great value for money. It only cost about 15 yuan per meal. Nothing fancy, just a simple way to fill up and get back to work. After taking a break, I got back online and started taking orders again, hoping to pick up a few better paying ones in the afternoon. The next job was 11 kilometers away, and it would take about half an hour to get there. After factoring in fuel costs, there really wasn't much left, just hard-earned money for hard work. I had seen many experienced drivers online saying that using a gas-powered car for delivery work isn't very cost-effective. After actually doing a run myself today, I finally understand what they meant.
喂，哎，你好，你有个货要收是吧？
对，你到了吗？
我就在你门口。你后面呢？
开油车送货啊？
没有，顺路。
哦，我开油车送货，现在这油价都
我开油车，那我岂不是划不来？
我都只敢开电车了，
是吧？我是顺便到这边来接个。好，谢谢啊。喂，我拍个照，等一下。要拍两张，等一下啊。
I'd just gotten back in the car when I managed to grab another short distance order nearby. The pickup point was only a few minutes away, so I took it without hesitation. Even though the payout was low, the distance was close, and it didn't take much time. As the saying goes, every little bit counts. As a beginner, I'm slowly starting to understand that delivery work is all about accumulating small orders like this to build up earnings over time.
What 就这一箱是吧？
啊，对。以前不是都是放在那个一样的里面吗？都是减多少件就可以了。
Following the process I learned online, I took photos for record, loaded the goods, and set off.
我拍照，还挺重的吧？不重啊，可以了，可以了。好，谢谢啊。
After delivering this order, I happened to pass by a gas station, so I stopped to refuel. By the way, I also want to ask everyone watching, how much is fuel where you are right now? My car only requires 92 octane gasoline. Here, 92 is currently 8.48 yuan per liter, while the premium 98 octane goes up to 11.18 yuan per liter. I just put in 300 yuan worth of fuel, and that's another pretty significant fixed expense. After refueling, I got back to work and picked up another short distance order. When I arrived at the pickup point, I had a casual chat with an older guy there. He noticed my car looked pretty decent and curiously asked why I ended up doing delivery work. I could only respond with a bitter smile. To be honest with everyone, my car isn't anything fancy at all. It's just a regular compact family sedan from Lynk & Co. I originally bought it purely for commuting to work every day, after saving up for years. If I had known I would eventually get laid off and lose my job, I honestly wouldn't have bought a car back then. Now, it's actually become a burden instead. Insurance, fuel, depreciation, all of it adds up to unavoidable fixed costs every year.
喂，就在你门口啊，黑车。
2箱啊
？2个啊，对啊，哇，这个好，哇，来，
你不经常搬这个，你搬不动啊。我们天天搬都习惯了。
这是啥？
金徽章。
我呀！
对了
啊，等我
要不要拍照？
要拍个照。
请提交物品送达照片，如有额外费用，请与下单人后线上添加。
可以了。
By around 5 p.m., I had taken several short distance orders in a row, and the earnings were pretty average. While I was taking a break in the car, I managed to grab another order, but the payout was still not great.
喂，
Right now,
你好，
every industry feels extremely competitive, and I still haven't been able to find a suitable full-time job. This is my first time trying out delivery work, and I'm treating it as a temporary way to get by. An admittedly tough but practical way to make a living at the moment. On the positive side, all the loads today were fairly easy to handle. I didn't run into any heavy or oversized cargo, which, for a beginner like me, is actually pretty lucky.
.这个是吧？来这个，要我也不要啊！我走了呀，傻逼！哎，我走。
Now I'm getting ready to pick up my last order of the day.
喂，我到。你继续跟他们说，他们知道了。他们知道是吧？东西大不大？哇，这有人拿货吧？
你是跑腿的吗？
对啊。
对，我就说你给送过去没时间。
到时候怎么拿下来呀？
他们会拿。
啊，行。
Roughly speaking, I've been on the road for almost 10 hours since this morning. After driving for so long, it's hard not to feel tired. Sitting alone in the car, I end up entertaining myself by singing a couple of songs. Honestly, I know I'm not a good singer, but since I'm the only one in the car, I just sing whenever I feel like it. no need to worry about what anyone else thinks.
就1块黄金那发财，只要一小块就发财。
20公斤，多少钱嘛？你那么大，你那么好的车4块8也不值啊。我不要的车。
After completing my last order, I'm getting ready to call it a day and head home. Now I'll reveal the answer everyone's been waiting for. How much can an ordinary person really earn in China by using a private car to run delivery jobs for a day for the first time? From 9 a.m. when I logged on, to finishing work at around 7:30 p.m., I was on the road for a full 10 hours and completed 9 deliveries in total. My total earnings for the day came out to just about 130 RMB. I roughly calculated the expenses as well, as shown in the image. This is the most realistic daily income for a beginner doing delivery work in China, with no exaggeration or fluff. To be honest, there are many ordinary people in China like me, doing this part-time or even full-time. Since I'm a beginner with no experience, more experienced drivers definitely earn more than I do. But even they are out working from early morning until late at night, often more than 10 hours a day, just to make a modest living. So respect to everyone who is working hard to get by and support their life. Alright, that's it for today's video. If you want to see more real-life stories about everyday people in China, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.